we're on a new platform, you guys. We're testing it out, and I can already see an issue. So please ignore the bottom. I'm usually, when I use this platform, I'm usually on my computer, and this time I'm on my phone, and I couldn't figure out how to update it. So please ignore it. Can you see it, Noah?
Yeah.
So it's about from the last live that I did. So anyways, we'll continue to go. Please forgive us. We're learning this new platform.
I'm not going to do it.
Forgive me. All right, if you guys don't know us, I'm Stephanie. This is my husband, Noah, also known as Chef Noah. This is Marshall. Say hello. And we usually try to come on Mondays. We're from New Mexico, and we try to talk a little food, a little makeup. He's the expert in the food, and we're excited to be here. So if you're watching, please show us some love, give us a heart, share with your friends and family. We would really appreciate the support. So what he's gonna be making is one of my favorites. He actually made this dish a couple days ago, and it's been a while since we had it, and I was really, really excited. And I said, hey, let's do this for Makeup and Meals. I think it'd be perfect. So he's gonna make what is it called? Garlic, lemon, garlic?
I don't know. Get garlic lemon.
Garlic lemon steak with zucchini noodles. There we go. We'll make up our own title. I can't remember what I put. So I'm going to swing this over so you guys can see what's happening in our kitchen. Okay. So
I'll start off. So this is kind of like two recipes in one. You can kind of break it up because the zucchini noodles, kind of a pain in the butt. They're worth it, but it's a process to make noodles like that are good and not mushy. So we'll do the steak. So basically what you can do is you can take the steak part of this recipe and apply it to whatever you want, or you can take the noodles and apply it to whatever you want. So you can break this up into two. So first off, I'm going to have, it's 2 pounds of, this is skirt steak. You can use flank, you can use flat iron, any of those steaks. The flat iron is going to be thicker. The different cut, it's off of the chuck, so it's going to be a little bit thicker, more of a roast, but you can still cut it down. It's super tender, super tender. The skirt and the flank are going to be a much thinner, cut, so you're not going to have to do as much knife work. But the main thing is just cutting against the grain. So if you can tell, you cut against the grain and the muscle is just going to fall right apart. So the main thing with this is that you just want to sear it really, really fast. First thing is going to cut it up into these little bite-sized bits, however thick or thin you want. The thicker you do it, the more rare it's going to be at the end. I wouldn't go too thin because you don't want it to dry out. But, you know, it's good little thickness, about 1 inch thick. So first off, so you'll marinate it in, I did it off camera, so it's going to be half a cup of soy sauce, a tablespoon of sriracha, and a half a cup of lemon juice. And you put that in a bag, mix it up, let it sit for at least an hour, a couple hours. Last time I did it, I let it sit overnight, and it was really, really good. This sat for just a few hours. So before you go to cook it, you're going to reserve your marinade because it's going to actually be the sauce for the dish. So save that. So the best way to do it is put it in a strainer. Give it some time. Really try and get as much of that marinade out as you can because it's going to help whenever you go to sear it. So we'll start by doing that. So get a ripping hot pan. So if you got cast iron, whatever it is, just get it really, really hot. If you're going to use stainless, I wouldn't go over medium high. Just get it hot and leave it medium high. For stainless, medium high is about as high as you need to go. Anything over that, it's just going to burn on a stainless.
And another thing too, a lot of the recipes that we share are recipes you can find online. So Pinterest, big fan of Pinterest. You can find different variations of this recipe. So you can Google it, go on Pinterest. A lot of times when I find recipes and I send them to Noah, he will try it out, see how it goes, and then he modifies it, makes some changes to make it better. So I'll share the recipe with you guys once we're done with this live.
So I add a little bit of oil, season the pan. It's going to smoke. The pan's super hot. Plus I use olive oil. So olive oil is going to cause it to smoke up a little bit. So just a couple minutes. And then we're going to pull it off and let it rest on the side. So we'll give that just a moment. So even with all the draining that I did, they're still going to lose some marinade. It's fine. It's not. There's going to be juice in the meat no matter what. Just try and get it as flat and as one layer as you can. Let that bad boy go. For at least a couple minutes. You got to give it a couple minutes. Sure.
Okay, so if you have not tried zucchini noodles, it's very, very yummy. I promise your rolls will even like this. So this is what it looks like after it's been noodled, I guess, into this little. So we have a tool that we use. Super easy. It's very inexpensive. And so you did what, 4? 5?
This was 5. I did 5.
So 5.
It looks like a lot, but it's not.
Yeah. And then you put salt to get all the water out?
Yeah, so what you're going to do, so whenever you initially string it up, I put it in a big strainer, and then I add just table salt. Not too much, because you don't want to like over salt it, but you just want to get enough, depending on how much you have, just get enough to kind of get a good coat on it, mix it in really well, and let it sit for about 30 minutes to an hour. Doesn't matter, just how long you can. Just let it sit in the sink, and it'll start to wilt up and it'll start to release a lot of its juice. And then once that's done, put it on a cookie sheet with some paper towels, and then just want to pat it dry. You just want to get as much of that moisture out as you can. Same thing with the noodles, or with the steak, is for the noodles. You don't want any excess moisture, because all of the flavor is going to come out of the marinade, and so any liquid that comes out of the noodles is going to dilute it. Also, it's going to make the noodles super soggy. So I was talking about, they're kind of a pain in the butt. Like it's not hard. It's just a process to make them like good and crunchy. So you're going to enjoy them.
Yeah.
They're not hard to make. They're just kind of hard to make. Like well, I guess would be the best way.
Yeah. It took us a few times to figure out how to do this.
So. Oh.
And this is the tool that we used. Good Grips Spiralizer. So I think you can find something like this or different variations of this. Super easy, and you can do different things. Noodles. You can do ribbon cut, fettuccine cut, spaghetti. So it's pretty awesome. Can I talk about makeup now?
Give me 1 second.
Okay.
So from here, so we gave it about 2-3 minutes to sear. You can see there's, I don't know if you can see that or not, there's a lot of juice that came off fine. So we're going to set that aside. And we're just going to scoop out. The meat still should be pretty rare. It's not quite done just yet. You're going to add it back for just a minute to mix it in with the sauce, and it will give it a little bit more of a cook. But so the main thing with this is that you just don't want to overcook it, because then it's really no good. So with that little bit of the juice, add in 2 tablespoons of butter. And we'll add garlic. So it's going to be 4 cloves of garlic. Add 5 because I got 5. 5 cloves of garlic. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to let the butter melt down. I'm going to kind of start to emulsify it into the sauce and let it reduce. And once it reduces, then we'll add our liquids. So the liquid is going to be beef broth, some lemon juice, the whole juice of a lemon, um, some lemon zest, some fresh parsley, and then the remainder of the marinade for the steak. And whenever that comes down, so we'll add all that. All that's going to reduce down to like a really nice thick consistency. And then we'll add in the zucchini noodles because for all the moisture that I pulled out, there's still going to be plenty left in it. That'll rehydrate the sauce, bring it back, and then it'll coat the noodles really well. And you will have yourself one heck of a sauce. So that's the plan for now. And yep. So you see my wife is that. We'll get right back.
Okay, so while that cooks, I'm gonna take it over for the makeup portion. So below you can see some information about some makeup brushes if you are interested. They're travel size brushes, amazing. $58 that you can get right now. It's actually part of our holiday collection. And you get like 5 brushes. Will you get that little makeup brush that I have? You know, that little black thing? It's either in there or my dressing room. Yeah, and it has my makeup brushes. It's an amazing deal, full size. Usually will cost you over $164, I think it is, and you can get traveling size brushes, which is not that much smaller, and you can get that for $58. But I want to talk to you. We have a holiday sale going on, so we have a few collections that were put together just specifically for the holidays, and today about I think 6 of them went on sale. So as you can see, I attached an image of one of our collections, the men's collection. That's amazing. Can actually be used for both men and women. And just if you're not aware, did you check my makeup dresser?
Okay, real quick. Sorry, real quick, just to jump in. So, like I said, so the garlic's nice and cooked, nice and brown. Butter's gone down, juice is lost. Add all that right back in for real quick. Nice thickened sauce. So I haven't added too much salt. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. So part of the marinade is half a cup of soy sauce. It says to use low sodium, and then you can add your own salt. The way I cook, I just use this, whatever it is. I don't use unsalted butter. I don't use the low sodium soy sauce or anything. I'll just use it, and if it needs salt, I'll add salt. If it doesn't need it, I won't. I don't pay too much attention to the salted and unsalted stuff. So just so you know. But that's the reason I haven't added salt to this particular time, because I use the full-blown soy sauce, and it just doesn't need it. Plus, the zucchini noodles have also been salted, so really not going to need to add too much to this, because it is somewhat of a healthy alternative. I guess the noodles are healthy. The sauce not that much. But, sorry. Like I said, so we'll pull the steak right back out. We just want to get a nice coat with the garlic sauce and that butter.
It smells so good too.
Or we add our liquid. So, all right. Liquid time. All right. Continue.
Okay. So I'm going to turn you guys over. So this is the makeup brush collection. So this is a little case. It's super cute. It says Lime Life by Alcone. And then it comes with these travel size brushes, and then it has a cute little mirror. It actually comes with a flat blender, which my little one actually stole it this morning, so I don't have it in here. But these are the travel size brushes, and I bought these for myself because I don't have very good brushes. Haven't invested in them. I have a few of our Lime Life brushes, and these are professional, you guys, professional grade. A lot of the professionals in the industry use our brushes, but these are the travel sizes. You can see They're a little bit shorter, but not much. And they're weighted. So when you are applying your makeup, you're applying it very lightly. You just need a little bit. It's from what I've learned. And so you get a blush, a concealer brush, a blending brush. These are the different brushes that you'll get. Okay. So super awesome. $58 plus this cute little case. Okay. And if you want more information on the stuff that's on sale, if you go to my business page, Be Your Best Version by Stephanie Alyssa, you can actually shop directly from my business page. And I actually have added all the items that are on sale, all the collections that are on sale to that, to my shop. And this is one of the things that are on sale. Oh, there you go. You can see it like this. Hold on, let's see if I can get this right. So my glow drops. I talk about the glow drops all the time. Is how I get my natural dewy glow. You can get 3 mini versions. You can get this on sale. So this is what the packaging looked like. And then anything? Do you need a step?
No. We're
Okay, am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I also want to talk to you about my maze box. So I got my maze box in 2 days. Is it?
Okay.
Can I try it?
No,
Oh, hi.
it's not done yet.
Well, you just had a little.
Whack.
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't even let me try it. Okay, so this is the Amaze box. This is our subscription box. It's amazing. This is probably the best box this year. Seriously. So this is our eye serum, which is really, really amazing. You might need some of this. We got some bags.
I got beautiful eyes.
Bags under your eyes. So this is our eye serum. It's typically $84 just for this because it's really, really awesome. And it has a really nice cooling tip. What I love about our maze boxes is I usually get something I don't have or I'm running out of. I was running out of this. I almost bought this and I waited. I was waiting. I'm glad that I waited because it came in my box. This box cost me $42, which I only paid $42 for this cute little mini lip gloss, actually. Look how pretty that is. It's red. It's called Love. Perfect for the holidays. I actually don't have that color. And then you get a sample of our green smoothie, which is amazing. So can you see it? The light's a little bright. So pretty awesome. And this cute little sticker. $42 for this box. Wednesday's the last day to snag this because they do close it off to prepare for next month. But $42 free shipping. But still, you can cancel at any time. But our eye rise is amazing. So I think that's all I have. So I'm going to turn it over so now I can tell you. Okay.
We're almost to the sauce. We're almost to the point
It smells
where I
good.
need to talk, but we're not there yet.
Not quite. Okay. Well, let us know how your Monday is going. For us, it's pretty good.
Super.
It was another Monday. I work from home. We actually both work from home, so it's really nice because we get to be home with our kids. And our kids are off for the holiday, which is really cool.
Yay!
Say yay! Tell everyone how excited you are.
Super excited.
Oh, here. This is a good time for Marshall. Marshall has. Talk to him about your club, Marshall.
So
What club is-
Marshall is in first grade. So he's one of 3. So he's my middle baby. So come over here. You got to talk to him. Turn around. There you go. So tell him. What do you want to tell him?
What's the name of your book? He's going to read to us after dinner. So what's the name of the book? Show him the book.
Read the title.
What's it called?
We count.
We do what?
We count.
Okay.
We count.
We
Show them.
count.
Show them the picture.
And where did you get the book from?
Book club.
Book club? When's book club?
Tuesday.
Tuesdays where at?
Look at the camera. Say it's on Tuesday.
At your school?
Yeah. Tuesday at my school.
Oh.
And
And you like your
love
teacher?
book club, huh?
Yes. And also after we do treasure chest.
Treasure chest?
Tell them about your big award that you got.
I got student of the month.
Oh. I never got student of the month. So, this is taking a little bit longer to render. than it usually does. So if you bear with me for a second.
I'm gonna turn you over so you can watch what he's doing. Okay, so tell him what you're doing.
It's just not wanting to render.
What do you think?
Because I waited way too long to add that juice. I should have added the juice right away, and I kind of forgot what I was doing, and I just added it now. So where I was at the point to talk, I am now not at that point anymore. But it's okay. It's coming. It's coming. So, but I guess for, like I said, so for the steak, all this still applies. So like you can do the steak recipe, and like I said, what it was is the marinade is half a cup of soy sauce, half a cup of olive oil, vegetable oil. I use olive oil. A tablespoon of sriracha, and 2 pounds of flank or flank, flat iron, or skirt steak, whichever one. And then so the sauce. I've done this with rice because I didn't want to do the zucchini noodles. So the sauce and the steak is bomb diggity over whatever you want to do it with. Just whenever we kind of add the noodles in, we're just doing it with the noodles rather than something else. So give me just a minute, waiting for this to render. And like it's good to go right here, but like I said, with the juice from the noodles, it'll just make it a little bit too watery. It's just you just want to really give it time for this to kind of render down. Like right now, if you're going to do this with rice or something other than the zucchini noodles, it'd be good to go. Just add the steak back in, let it thicken up just a hair, and it'd be good. But for this in particular, it's just as many times as I've made this, it's just giving this the time to cook down and to really thicken up before you add the noodles in. So,
Can I try to meat?
no, just gotta add them together.
It smells so good.
You can't just take it.
I want to try to meat so bad, but he won't let me.
They all do.
Seriously? Oh my gosh.
Not anymore.
Because he's married.
They did though.
This is what I have to put up with. You don't know
I ain't
us.
as good as I once was.
He likes
As good
to
as I
joke around.
was. All right, now we're rolling.
Can you hear it? I wish you guys could smell it. It smells so good.
And the good thing about this too is that the little meat bits, the garlic, the little bit of lemon zest, it all kind of makes a nice little crust around the edge. So again, whenever you add those zucchini noodles, it comes in and it's going to deglaze and wash off the side. Good stuff.
It's so yummy.
So the one thing about this though is you want to keep stirring it. You don't want to let it set too long. Because of that butter, it'll start to separate from your oil. Because there's olive oil, and then there's going to be that butter. Plus there's the broth from the chicken, so you're going to have your oil start separating on you. So you just want to keep moving it. It's already nice and emulsified. You don't got to do too much to it. You just want to keep it moving, just so those flavors don't start to separate, and then you're kind of hosed. But that happens once you add the noodles. You're hosed. You're not going to be able to mix it up well enough to get them to come back together. So just be kind of aware of that. So right before you add the stuff, get it nice and going. And you just kind of want to have that nice, still a little runny, but it's got little resistance to it. Add in the noodles. Oh,
Oh, babe. Don't burn yourself.
thought that was cut a little better.
You want me to try to pull those noodles out? Huh?
And you mix them together nice and quick.
Do you want me to add these?
Okay. The noodles. And again, you want to make sure that the pan is nice and hot. So right before you do this, you want to crank right as you're finishing off the sauce. Make sure that heat's as high as you can get it without burning your sauce, and keeping it, under control. But you want to get that sauce boiling nice and hot as you can, because as you're going to see, it's going to start to loosen up here pretty quick. So, in back our steak and whatever juices have.
Can I take
from
these?
that.
Do you need these still?
That's
Marshall. We're gonna get ready to eat.
and that, my friends.
Mustard looks so good. How you running? We're gonna get ready to eat. Get off the table. Oh my gosh, it looks amazing. Let's see.
So the only, and one of the other things too, as you saw whenever I was adding it, the noodles, if you don't cut these blasted things as you're like noodling them or dicing them, whatever the term for these things is, they get really, really long. So you got to really make sure and cut these things. Otherwise, whenever you go to serve like a portion, you can basically pull half the pan out with one scoop because all the dang noodles are stuck together. So, kind of go through and just cut them up as best you can.
You want a sharper knife with me?
No, because you don't want to cut too much into the metal.
Oh,
So, there you go, dear.
no. Can I have it?
Let them know.
All right, let's try this. Oh my god. So good.
If it sucked, would you be honest though?
Yeah, I was.
Would you?
I love.
She would too. She'd say it just to hurt my feelings.
No, I wouldn't.
I know.
I love
I know.
lemony
I know.
and tanginess. This is so good.
With a little sriracha.
I will say this meat
A little tougher.
a little tougher
A little tougher.
than the other night.
The other night it marinated for a day versus like a couple hours.
Yeah, that makes a huge difference. But it's so good. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hope this was helpful. I'll share the recipe in the comments.
Yeah, the recipe's got the whole breakdown on how to make it and all that stuff. So you guys can.
It's really easy, super yummy, especially if you're trying to stay away from pasta like we are. Have any questions, let us know. Thanks for tuning in. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. All right.